Hi, this is Jay here from Crypto Market Structure, and I'll start with my little story on how I got involved in crypto. And this goes back a year from now, in fact, much earlier. But back in 3 years ago, around 2018, 2017, um, obviously I'm currently in Sydney, Australia. And during those days, it was really hard to get into crypto. And the bank doesn't want you to buy any crypto, and the Bitcoin ATM just wasn't working. So I didn't got involved the last cycle. But about 11, 12 months ago, when China announced that blockchain technology becomes a key integral strategic initiatives of the country, I decided to look into crypto again. So this was last October, November, when China announced their involvement in blockchain. And immediately I got in and looked at what's happening in the world of crypto. So obviously during those days, I was learning about Bitcoin, the top three coins, which is Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. And obviously there are other coins that were involved. And with my background, looking at these coins, I'm quite convinced in looking at coins that have specific use case. So for me, that's quite important. And having come from investing in gold and silver before that, and when someone tells me Bitcoin is digital gold, for me, it just doesn't make sense because that is the real gold. And for me, it doesn't equate into what does digital gold means. Some call Bitcoin, for example, the store of value. Now, I didn't uh, completely understand, the nature of it, but I completely understand, what XRP and Ethereum was trying to do. So for me, investing into Ethereum and XRP was the logical move about a year ago. So that's how I got started. And also, I've been a business consultant um, for many years now, more than 10 years, 15 years. And understanding, being in the finance industry as well, I understand the importance of finance and crypto. So hence Ethereum and XRP especially becomes my focus. So the more I learn about XRP, the more especially Brett Garlinghouse and the team. So it completely gave me the confidence in terms of what they're doing, which I think is fairly amazing. Especially the CTO, as well as the CEO who is trying to solve um, the cross-border payment as their stronghold. So instead of trying to like what Ethereum does, trying to solve everything in the world of DeFi, especially. I sort of prefer having a vertical stronghold like what XRP was doing. So that's why I invested a lot of XRP, and still today I'm heavily invested in that. So that's sort of my story. Investing in XRP and Ethereum early on. And what happened is obviously COVID hit yeah, back in March, around there. And at the time, I was still doing my project as a business consultant, but obviously it stopped, and my project stopped, and I was thinking of what should I be looking at, and when I look back at my investment in crypto, um, and I look at how the crypto community is operating. A lot of the crypto investors just do not look at charts. They don't set up their portfolio well. And in terms of having a strategy on how to invest, I think is truly lacking, especially someone who comes from the world of traditional finance and investment in forex and in metals. You got to have a strategy going into such a volatile market. So as such, I thought, why don't I set up something, a small shop, just to provide some build a community where I share some of the things that I do, and hence the creation of the crypto market structure happened the last 6 to 9 months. So I basically help frame up how one should read the charts so that you understand the map and how the market structure evolves and develop through time. So and that became quite popular recently in my community, and it has been growing. So to my surprise, I did not look at that as as an opportunity. It's more like a hobby where I thought I was having a 10, 20 person a community where we chat about a crypto, but it grew into a much larger group today, and so that becomes a sort of my job now, where I'm helping to build a community and continue to educate the investors, especially the new ones who came into this space, on how to, number one, set up a portfolio. What coins should you be looking at? And number two, understand where we are in the entire journey or life cycle of the crypto market. And having a map is truly crucial, right? So that you at least you know roughly where you are. And we always say you can't really identify the bottom. You don't know the top. But if you know roughly where you are and roughly where the top is, you know when to get out earlier. So those are the two major problems that we are solving. So one is understanding where the market is, and number two, sorry, not just understand where the market, when you should be exiting, which is your exit strategy. And the second important things to solve would be what are the right coins should you be holding throughout. And obviously XRP is a key coin in what we recommend, and that's something that the investors appreciate. So in terms of XRP, I have studied the life cycle fairly well, and it's still in the early days, where I hope a lot of investors and I understand how far it came down from the bear market and how long it has stayed down. But once you understand where the market is, you will completely understand why you need to be in position, especially with XRP, and knowing how far it goes. A lot of us will be making a lot of money. Now, no one knows the future, but if you have a rough guide around how far you go, I think you'll be surprised that how far XRP could potentially go. So that's sort of my history, at least the last 12 months. And, I do see the next 12 months to be really exciting. So I hope, the investors out there would take the opportunity, and especially if you are not sure what you're doing, hey, there's always help out there in the community. Look around and get some help. Yeah. So that's sort of my spiel here, and yeah. So go ahead.